Hey guys, we're back. When I was buying the bus, something weird happened and kicked me out, so... Let me just adjust this a bit. Also, I've got my head tracking well as well, so I need to add this on. Let's get a bit closer. See if I can move up the steering wheel. Yeah, we can. And I need to enable the other bits on OBS. Yeah, we got everything now. Yeah, Danny, the previous stream crashed when I was buying a bus. Then I went back to see it, but yeah. Something not right with it. So let me just check something now. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be better now. Yeah, yesterday we kind of got around this area, and then we decided to get the Dacia Logan for a spin. Yes, Bogdan, 2 streams. No, to be honest, I went one way on the other map, and I got like 60% down the other way on, so it's only like a 50-minute drive each way, so. Bogdan, what's your favorite football club, mate? Hey, traffic is moving a bit crazy. What? Wait, why are you stopping? Why? What is going on? Should be able to use the right lane to then get. Yeah, like this guy wasn't even turning. Well, then that's a good way of thinking about it. I need to drop the steering wheel down a bit because it looks a bit funny. Yeah, that's better. Mag John, I did my mind. Thank you for the sub. Bogdan, I'll be off the chat for a bit. Yeah, Bogdan. Because that's how I had the stream set up previously. I had to quickly adjust it, so... If I trust my skills, I'll be able to make it the other way around in the editor now. Bogdan, you need to hold the steering wheel, mate. Actually, I don't have the live studio on my phone. Well, they'll have to have a look. I changed it to Romania Map 1:1, and I've also added a thumbnail, so they'll have to just get to it. Came back, yeah? Yeah, then we back on the road. We had a bit of a hurdle with PC crashing. Bogdan, one thing, yeah? And I hope that you understand this. There's no Dacia Logans. There's no Kamazes, there's no Urals, there's no nothing. Nah, man, how you get the viewpoint? You get the seat increasement mod from Steam. I've linked it in the description. I also use the Project Ultimate RealCam preset, so it distorts the camera in a way and it adds more lighting to it, more effects to it. Danny, I think you'll buy PNG. Now it's a very good decision, mate. You're playing Counter-Strike. Are you any good at Counter-Strike? Were you too busy to recommend Euros today? Mate, well, I don't think so, because yesterday I think that you've sent me like 15 different mods within like 5 minutes span, you know? And that was 2 o'clock in the morning as well, so... Danny, what is the Northern Experience add-on? It adds the textures for the Nordics DLCs and the Scandinavia DLC. See? And I would be a very good teammate, but I would be very bad at Counter-Strike, you know? All the way around. Am I using the physics mod? Yeah, physics mod by Izu and Bakar, but to be honest, those bosses, they've got their own physics mods as well. Decors, how you doing, my man? Thank you for the like. Yeah, Danny, it doesn't change anything within the Central Europe or anywhere else. It's just the Nordics. Free roam, how you doing, my man? I'm glad that you came in the stream. Mate, the amount of traffic that we've got ahead of us, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like the traffic column just goes forever now. Danny, good evening. Good evening, Danny. Guys, Duncan's my brother. He decided to join the stream today to see what his sibling is doing on a Saturday evening. Roman Kowalski, fajna grafika, dzięki, dzięki. But the traffic is crazy though. Danny, the price of the add-on, I think it's €8. I'm gonna stop in a second. What is this? Man, what is this guy doing? We have 3 situations now where the traffic, and it's not even the map. 3rd time today where the traffic just decides to stop. Unsure why, but Roman Kowalski, używam PNG, Snowy Moona i Project Ultimate RealCam. And get your Project Ultimate w description na dole, a Snowy Moon jest na Patreon. Danny, how do you change the skybox? You open up your console, G, set skybox, and PNG has 11 skyboxes, so you choose from 1 to 11, and that's how we set it. Also, have a look on the video that I dropped a few days ago on the setup. I explain how to get the console going in there as well, and everything that you need to get the console going and how to change the skybox. Roman Kowalski, spoko, spoko. Guys, anyone in here watches ATS? Cause we're gonna drive for a bit in here, then we'll make a brief break around an hour or so, and then we're gonna go live from ATS. I might drive the Oaxaca DLC from the Pro Mexico map. I don't have anything unlocked in there, unfortunately, so we'll be driving a plain Mack truck, but if we do some jobs in there, that we'll be able to unlock the Cascadia, maybe drive the Cascadia, you know? The thing is, for ATS, for ETS2, whenever I need to level up quickly, I got a mod that will just give you like 10,000 XP for a parking. On ATS, the only mod that they've got in there for it, and it's on Steam, crashes the game when you try to use it, so I need to adjust it. Andy, the payment for the preset, but basically I've got an ongoing project, so you could either buy it once or just get a sub. It will get you all the released content straight away, so it's up to you. But if you want to subscribe, there's more things to come in the future. We might decide to just get a one-off and that's it. Razy 22. Dzień dobry jeszcze raz, dzień dobry. Razu, because I forgot where you're from, but this highway just reminds me of the A4 highway around Wrocław and then going to Poznań. I know it's not the same, but it gives a similar vibe to it. Yeah, I didn't think for the sub map. Yeah, it is similar, very similar. Like whenever I'm going to Poland, I always flying to Wrocław. Then I'm from a smaller city. I spend a lot of time in Wrocław, but I'm from Oława, so it's a town just around Wrocław. I always take the A4 on the way home, so. Am I physically driving a truck in the way that, am I a real truck driver? If that's what you're asking for, I am not, Runak. Unfortunately, I am not. GT gameplay. Hi there, my man. Thanks for coming to the stream, mate. Okay, what time is it now? So, it's nearly 8 PM. We'll probably drive in here till, well, I don't know, another half an hour. Maybe half an hour. Oh, it looks like I'm driving a truck in real life. Yeah. You might get that kind of an impression. In real Europe, 100%. Już 9, no tak. Danny, Robert Lewandowski. Is that connected to anything? Well, I guess with the fact that I'm Polish. Brunek, that map is not compatible with PNG Winter now. You're a Madrid fan. To be honest, I don't really like Barcelona that much. You know? I don't mind Real Madrid. Yeah, but I'm Polish. Yeah. But I like the older Real Madrid. Not like, I guess now it's fine, but they had some good times in the past as well. Oh, yeah, 100%. It is compatible with it. Yeah. I've been driving it a lot, like privately, but I wasn't just showcasing the winter, and it works fine. The only adjustment that you might need to make is if it's a bit too bright, you might want to take the exposure down. Corona kills. That's a great club. Hey, I'm a Śląsk Wrocław fan. I very often go to watch the games, even in the first league. I still fly in to see the games. So. Or whenever I'm there, I'm going to see the game. I'm yawning a lot. Roman Kowalski, o którą grafikę pytasz? Danny has to make a drive in Spain, but there's no good Spain maps, to be honest. Oh, he was in the Conference League final. That's nice. Yeah, Danny, there's no good maps there in Spain, unfortunately. If they'll make a nice map in Spain, I wouldn't mind driving them. Or maybe just rework whatever they've done on the Spain DLC. Snowy Moon? Roman, it's not my mod. To nie jest mój mod. Snowy Moon to jest inny mod. Yeah, Danny, or even like Spain 1 to 5, because like I understand that you got the DLC, yeah, but that DLC is, you know, it's not the greatest. You live there, so you know how it is, you know how it's looking. And then I also said that I do drive SCS maps, but I'm trying to limit the amount of time I spend on SCS maps. Yeah, but Spain would be interesting in 1-to-1. Someone would make, I don't know, 50-60 kilometers of that map in there. Do they look worse? I mean, well, Danny, in my opinion, they don't necessarily look as good as some mod maps. And I'm not talking about Promots, because Promots is old as well. But I'm talking about like Romania 1-to-1, Czech Real Map, Central Bohemia Project, RPM, Real Poland, Fikcyjna Wielkopolska. You got, well, Fikcyjna Wielkopolska is, there's some good spots in there, but not all of it. So if you compare them to SCS maps, the maps that I would consider good to drive in for SCS now, you could go West Balkans. It's not looking bad. You could go Greece, of course. Then you'd have Germany with the rework without promods. It's looking alright. And then Scandinavia and Nordics. And France in promods. And then you could go Spain, but Spain's been released in 2021? 2020, 2021, so it's been like 5 or 6 years, you know. So the standards of the building and the maps, they changed a lot. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Because then I'm not saying that it's their fault or they don't know how to map, because that's not the case. But the thing is, the scale that they work with. I mean, if you, like in here, you got 1-to-1, yeah? You basically just build as it is, yeah? When you're trying to build something on the 1-to-19 map, you have to really put a lot of detail in a very short length of the road. So, like this road, for example, if you had this road, you'd probably drive on it for like, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and that'll be it. Yeah, you'll be going off it. And I don't even think if they've got really long highways in Romania. Where in here, it will take me, I don't know, 2.5 hours, well, around 2 hours to get from Bucharest to Constanța. You don't drive in Spain? Yeah, the newer DLCs, they're a bit more pleasant to drive. And I was driving in Spain a lot when it first launched. But I think it's like with any other content, like that was the newest content at that time, so the map the map quality was there over other maps, so that's why I would drive it back then. Yeah, it makes sense. I think I would say that mine is Nordic Horizons as well. AVV, just bought the RealCam. Thanks so much for the support, mate. I'll be answering to all of the questions, and I'll be sending out instructions and everything after the stream ends. So in around 20-30 minutes we're gonna end it, and then I'm gonna go live from ATS later on as well. Buja, 100%. Thanks so much, mate. Thank you for being on the live. Yeah, Danny, I even drove that Nordic Horizon today. I was driving with 2 of my friends. Had a bit of a convoy. It looks very good in there. Guys, you know what? I'll try to do what I was trying to do before and see if it looks good or not. We'll have a look. It looks alright on her. Lucia ci chętka na ETS? Bardzo dobrze. Danny, it's for €8 for a buyout. Then it's just when you get the $5.99 sub, you get it both as well. But you know, some people just like to buy out, and that's it. So it's available each way. Guys, look, I'm on top of the bus, yeah. I'm looking around, so it's not even like the interior cam is hiding something, yeah. Look, you could see all of the details to the left, to the right. There's no textures that are unloaded. What do you mean, what's that POV? Mate, I'm sitting on top of the bus. My friend Ivan is driving the bus, and I'm sitting on top of it with a camera. Guys, if you want to get Bogdan's attention, yeah, when he's playing Counter-Strike, yeah, play with this FOV, sorry, with this POV, and Bogdan is gonna come to your stream straight away. Bogdan, you gotta say that it's a little bit nice, man. When do you ever see streams like this? Jovan, I'm running a RTX 5080 with a Ryzen 7 5083 X3D. So Ryzen 7 and a RTX 5080. Yes, yes, 100% Bogdan. That's who I am. One thing that I wanted to point out, you know, and I said that on the stream, that look, I'm sitting on top of the bus, yeah? And I'm looking right, looking left, and all the details are there. All the details that need to be there are there. So, well done, guys. Bogdan, I've got 4 GB of RAM. Half of the RAM stick. Yeah, Bogdan, 100%. May I was looking at RAM the other day. Yes, Danny. No, Danny, I'm joking. I ain't got 4 GB of RAM. I'm joking. Bogdan, I was looking at RAM because I wanna, like, when I was buying my RAM, I've got 32 GB of RAM. Yeah, Myron, I know. I was joking. I was taking the piss. I was looking at RAM the other day, and I've got a 36 3600 megahertz, well, hertz on it, yeah. And I wanted to get the 4600 or the 5200 or something like this, yeah. I just wanted to get some faster RAM, yeah, and the DDR5 as well, because I've got the DDR4 when I was buying my PC in 2020, and that was kind of like the top of the RAM that you could get at that time, so I was happy with it. Well, I'm happy with it now as well. But mate, I had a look on, I wanted to get 64 gigabytes, yeah. And I think it cost like £600 or something like this. And I was like, I bought my 5080 for 1050, and then the RAM would be like 65% of that price, which is crazy. Sell your RAM and buy that Shillogan. That could work, you know. Actually, I'm gonna stay on this line. No, Bogdan, you don't really need 64 gigs, no. But for ETS2, if you're talking about the CPU and RAM, sometimes it is better to have a bit more. Danny, yeah, try DLA, but I use DLSS quality. It has better smoothing for myself, but at least in my opinion. Hey Bogdan, you mean well, like a side view? So go down? I think this is alright. Mate, you know that sometimes they do have the camera set up like this. Because on the Mercedes they've got the cameras up there. Can press 7. Runak, I can press 7, but I'd rather get my camera precisely done. Terazu 22. That bus is a Mercedes-Benz from Heavy Vehicles Turkey. Bogdan, we'll do the inside view as well. Yeah, Moez, 100% realistic. That's how I sit in a bus. That's what I do. Whenever I get on the bus, this is where I sit. I'm not even lying. Whenever I'm taking the bus, this is my realistic sitting position. And I'm not even driving the bus, then I just like to sit in her. Because you know what, Moz, I find a bit boring sitting inside of the bus. it's a bit boring for me. So I just like to spice it up with a I've got a bit of a longer hair as well, so I like to have some wind in my hair. Java Gaming. The camera mod, if it works for you, use it, but I've removed it from the downloads, so you'll not be able to download the camera mod because it was bugging out the game for some people. The mod worked for myself and for other people, but for some it was crashing. So it's easy for me to just kind of get the Steam versions there, and then I can just add certain trucks that are not covered. And the reset I'm using is the heavy lens RealCam preset. Danny, no, I'm not hitting it. I'm just kind of strolling my hand all on them, so it's fine. It's fine. Well, it's Tom Cruise, 100%. Bogdan, exhaust POV, 100%. Next one up. Alfredo, you got a leak project next gen? How would I leak something that I'm putting work into as well? Oh my god, how could I do that? You know how much time it takes to test everything on PNG? Java Gaming, this is the RealCam preset. It's the heavy lens sharp preset. Now, I've not made it, but I work along with Damien and... Well, I don't really develop much in there, but I test everything, I drop any kind of suggestion and stuff like that. Yes, Danny, that's what I'm doing. 100%. Yes, yes, Java Gaming. The heavy lens preset. Bogdan, are you like bored or something? Yeah, Alfredo, I know, mate. There's no hard feelings. It's all good, mate. Mate, we all like to have a joke from time to time. I mean, if you got the files, it's all good. Write an email to Patreon and it should be fine. Patrick, if you got any issues with it, just drop me a message on Patreon. I'll be able to help you. Further, no, it's not on Gumroad, so Patreon is the only way to get it. Danny, the reason why I don't really want to do other payments is because I still have to, I've got a VAT commitment as well, so I can't really get other people if I do any transactions on PayPal or anything like that outside of Patreon, I'll have to keep a VAT book updated, and I want to reduce the amount of it. Yeah, so Patreon is the only way. And you know, I appreciate that, you know, you've asked me for that, but then you asked me for that and then another, I don't know, 50, 100 people want to do the same thing. Java, in a second, mate, in a second. Java, I've got a video on how to set up the camera in the on my Patreon. Oh, okay, Danny, you have to understand something, yeah. You have to understand something. I get a crap ton of messages with anything. You know, so that's why sometimes I take this stuff seriously. Like I would have a message with any, like, I'll have a message which says, "How can I improve the look?" And then I get a picture of just pitch black. There's nothing around. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning. It's like all different kind of messages. So don't be mad at me if I take a question seriously, yeah. Alfredo, maybe at some point, but at the moment, it's just on Patreon. Patrick, I'm gonna have a look in a second, yeah. After I finish this stream, I'll have a look. Java, what's your name then? Well, I pronounce it with a G. I don't know if it's Java, Java. For the setup, look, I'm adjusting the camera now, so you can just have a look what I'm doing. Bogdan, no, what do you mean the 6th row? How am I gonna see anything from the 6th row? Alfredo, I mean, with the with Project Ultimate, you can buy it out straight. You don't have to sub for it. You can just buy the post. For everything reshade related, I add stuff to the post. I keep the one post open, and I just add content to it. So I never change the release post. You might be missing some of the other bits that I post, like pictures in there. Yeah, Patrick, no worries. Bogdan, we had challenges yesterday, yeah? I've already had a challenge from you yesterday, mate. With Dacia Logan. Sounds very nice, 100%. Yeah, Java Gaming. 88 FOV, yeah. I always use 88 to 90. And then you just adjust to whatever way you want. Yeah, Alfredo, it's the only way to do it, because I know that there's a lot of people that try to kind of, I don't really want to address it in that way, but like, you don't want to be too greedy, yeah? If you got a release post, yeah, and someone already purchased it, yeah, and let's say if I release a weather mod, it might go to another post, but if it's anything reshade wise, why would I change the post? Then the person would have to buy another post, which is just not right to me, you know. Because if you're paying a bit more, you might as well get a few more updates, you know. It's just, I don't know, it just makes sense. Bogdan, what, you know what, just send me an email with all the POVs that you want to see, and I'm going to be reviewing them, yes? Spy it in the corner of the cylinder bus. We will do that. Bogdan, any other POVs? The bus mode is the Mercedes-Benz by Heavy Roads Turkey. Bogdan, you know what? You make my life so much better with your comments. Alfredo, you know what? I'll tell you one thing. If I would spend 10-15 minutes on it, yeah, and with sorting everything out regarding people, then you might see that free. But the amount of time that it goes into just support, like sometimes I'll spend an hour with someone just trying to get the settings down, or just help them with anything. So yeah. Danny, very good. I'm joking, man. Because it's your time as well. If something would take you a very small amount of time, then it's fine. But if you spend most of your time doing something, then yeah. Bogdan, oh, I don't know, mate. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I need to change that. Yeah, I'll change that after. It's fine. No. Bogdan. No. Even how you doing, my man? You wanna play together? The bus mod that I'm using, it's the Mercedes-Benz from Heavy Vehicles Turkey. Thanks so much. I hope they have a good night as well. Now the RealCam is the reshape preset that comes with Project Ultimate Reshade, and then I'm using the extended seat view mod from Steam. I have released my own mod today, and it works for myself. It works for a few people, as I've tested out with a lot of people as well, and it was working. There's few people that I guess they've got certain mods that are also affecting interior cams or something like this, and it's just crashing the game. So it's easier for people to just to just use the Steam one, and then I can just add trucks as it goes as a separate file. Bogdan, what mod are you talking about? I came back in the bus at night. Yeah. Bogdan, what mod? Oh, you mean the moderator? Yeah, I can give you a moderator thing. If you're not gonna start banning people left, right, and center, then yeah. Would you prefer Koenigsegg Agera or normal ETS2? Yes, Danny, I will take it. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna buy myself a real truck, and I'm gonna drive in real life. Yeah, Bogdan. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna give you that option. Lemon Wave, thanks for the sub, mate. Bogdan, what are you on about? Do I know any good tuner mods? What do you mean by that? Because I'm not sure if I fully understand it. You know what? I'm tired of the night. Let's just make it a day. I mean, there's all kinds. You can have a look on Gumroad, other places though. There's a lot of them. There's also a lot of trucks that just come with mods as well. Bogdan, please don't break my heart, mate. Man, that's a normal. This is the standard camera for people driving an ETS2. I don't know what you mean by that. That's how people drive in this game. Yeah, Danny, I would have to get kind of used to just real life graphics then. Hey man, you've asked the same thing like 6 times in one message. How do you want to play with me if I'm not even running a convoy? I appreciate the fact that you want to play with me, but it will not be possible this time around, unfortunately. Alfred, I know, I'm messing with Bogdan. Bogdan is, you know, we're having some internal jokes as well, so it's fine. Danny, I would do that also, yes. I would run reshade in real life if I would drive a truck. How it feels to be famous? I would not have a clue, mate. I'm trying to stay as low key as possible, to be honest. Yeah, no worries, Bogdan. Okay, what time is it now? To be honest, we're about to finish the stream. Well, we just passed the gas station. Project Ultimate low-key shade? Mate, and you have to have a bandana on the reshape preset. Just trying to stay low-key, you know? Mate, it's funny because like you go on ETS2 lives, yeah, or like live streams and stuff, you just see people driving with the normal boring camera, yeah, like everyone using the same camera, yeah. And then you come here and then you see this. Danny, would you be able to just write down the preset that I'm using for Jove Gaming? He might have an... If you can do that, please. It's the Project Ultimate RealCam high lens sharp. Because I'm not sure if Jove Gaming is understanding what I'm saying. Which is totally fine. Mate, I was using the camera. I think that you missed it, you know. Danny, thank you so much, mate. Oh my god. Okay, I've seen what the traffic does now. When I get close to them alongside, they actually stop. No, it doesn't have more surnames. You've explained it well. But you know, I think that that's the camera that if someone is watching my channel, you know, I think that they're just expecting to, like, for me to pull something like that out. You know what? We'll do another like 10-15 minutes, then I'll take a break. And we'll come back to ATS later on. Let's drive in rain. Let's just see how it is. Hey, what is going on in there? There's someone alongside him. Jova Gaming, reduce the albedo setting and saturation, just like in the go to the tone maps and just drop the contrast and saturation. You keep everything else as it is and just drop those two settings up and down, they're just gonna affect the vegetation the most. Yes, Danny. How can I help? Wait, what is going on with this traffic? Yeah, Danny, you could say that, yeah. I'm trying to do that, yeah. Yeah, Moise, at some point I'm gonna do a stream from that as well. Not sure when, because might do it tomorrow, but we'll have a look. We'll see. Moise, and I think that you wanted to get some extra traffic on this map yesterday. Man, there's enough of traffic in here at times, you know. Danny, that's a very good question. If we're just talking about the look, so I'm just gonna expand on that a little bit. What feels realistic to me will be different to what feels realistic to you and any other people that are on the stream, yeah? So I would want to make it more realistic than beautiful, to be honest, because I'd like to have a realistic and natural look, and I think that natural is a better word than realistic as well. Yeah, Moise, the traffic is enough. Look at this. So yeah, Danny, if I was to go for realistic or beautiful, I would go for realistic. But as realistic as what feels realistic to me, if you understand. What's that game? Jova Gaming, heavy lens, sharp, whole storm. Well, I'm using Tobii eye tracker, so I don't kind of similar with the head movement. Well, not as free as VR. Can you imagine if I'd done all of that with a mouse? That would be impressive, you know. Yeah, well, it's very good purchase, mate. Yeah, there's a lot of games that are like similar to simulation game. Well, they're not really similar. Like Forza is just a game, and Crew is a game as well. But yeah, sometimes the graphics in those games they're not top notch. Okay, we'll have a resting area in around 3 to 4 minutes. Gonna call it a day with the ETS stream. We're gonna have around an hour's break, maybe hour and a half. And we'll get on ATS. The overall game looks yellow. Yeah, so you see, for things like that, if you install where you install reshade, you can sort it out within seconds, to be honest. Solar Warden, are you installing that on a fresh profile and also using the certain module for the map? Or are you just trying to add this to your normal profile? Yeah, Danny, no worries, mate. Yeah, you have to give me an hour. I need to eat something, just sort out stuff at home. And yeah, we can do the ATS stream. Solar Board, you need to make a new profile and also select the module for it as well. This will not work on a normal profile. Danny, of course I speak Spanish. My first language. Hablas español. Yes. Patrick Mozart, you can donate, but we're finishing the stream now, so... But you've supported me today with purchasing the Patreon, so it's all good. I've not set up the donates that well. You can donate, but you can only do that with paper at the moment. Okay, guys, thank you so much for everyone that has decided to join the stream today and just to have a look at how we're having fun with the camera settings and the reshades and everything and the maps. I'm gonna take around an hour to hour and a half break, and I'm gonna run the stream on ATS as well. Yeah, so guys, thanks so much, and now